I was told that it's better to do this now than later.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Because,
Hey.
people might have scattered.
Or go to sleep.
This piece of paper here is about 35, maybe 40 years old.
Oh, Dad's gonna cry.
Because just prior to David and Betsy's wedding, I wrote a little poem, and I kept it. And you young Clags may even remember in that room off your kitchen there used to be a picture of your dad with all these game paraphernalia. It probably was taken down 30 or 40 years ago, but it was a great picture. And I gave it to him just before they were married. And so I pulled this poem out, and this is old stuff. And it's amazing how appropriate it still is. These lyrics, some of the names, some are dead. Some are
It's amazing. I don't know how that works.
But it still captures David, and so I thought it would be sort of fun to listen to this again, and then I did add a page or two. So this is long. So if you're hungry, get something to eat. But hopefully it'll. Good move, Steve. Your move with your dance was good. But all right. So the picture here was, and I don't remember if it was at the rehearsal dinner or if it was at a bachelor party.
Oh.
When I wrote
Ixnay on the bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
But it starts in the midst of such truly fine gamesmen as we. I feel it's appropriate to pay tribute to game's greatest showman, 'tis thee. For Dave Claghorn, you see, on the eve of his marriage to be, loves his games, can ham it up. Poor Betsy, Lordy be.
It's the bachelor party.
It also seems best on this most special of nights to recall some of this group's games and their own peculiar rights. They were exciting and competitive, like most played by those among us. Their step ball at Van Deventer or ping pong at Young's. Then there were games played at the illustrious Quadrangle. They were for keeps, and often bloody lips or loose limbs would dangle. The games at the Quad were always a challenging test because they proved to Tim Smith and Seckle we were always the best.
Wait, where's the
That's
quad?
a whole nother
Where's
story,
the
guys.
quad?
That's all right. That said it all.
In the summer, there were water games. They kept us quite cool, like roofball at Munn's or water polo at Worthington's pool. In puddles, we played running bases and slid with a splash. Or at the ocean, we lined up in formation and hit the waves with a crash. Of course, there were games that were much more sedate, like poker at Martin's, where we drank and stayed late. Or the one we all claim nobody's better than me, that we affectionately called 3 on the Toilet.
Oh man, I'm not.
Yeah.
Little tot.
Tanny was there for that.
3 on the toilet. T-O.
He's dumping.
Many games evolved because we had pro dreams to fulfill. But some others were born to serve David's multiple skill. You see, he could throw, and he could hit, and he could save a few, and he could run, although sometimes to darkness.
That's a whole other story too.
And catch a brew.
There's a lot of stories in this.
The games that serve Dave best are classics above the rest. And I'll reveal them now, and you'll agree he played them with intensity and zest. First, there was Maniloking Nerf, a bitch in the sand. Dave would say, "Go long to the ocean, and you should catch it with one hand." Played with dirt, Moondog Smith, Stork and Ernie Cromer. We'd say, "No babes, up scopes." That's the girl who's gonna ram her.
Oh my God!
I don't know what he's talking about.
You guys talk like
Who's gonna ram her?
To me.
Sounds like what we talk about now.
No, babe.
Then there's the game we played in hallowed Forbes Field for for Palmer Stadium. We'd use a tennis ball, a stick, one not too fat, one not too thin, but medium. Forbes had an awesome brick wall you could run to and climb. But oh, that wall, Dave would smack the ball over it most of the time.
Yay, Dave.
Most of the time.
Last but not least is the strange game called Cheesy.
The ball.
Dave played the goal and would whack fingers like crazy.
Yay.
Played under a pong table, we'd start shooting booming slap shots. But Dave would kick it away with cries, "Great save, Cheesy's hot."
I'll explain it later.
It's just for them. It's just for them.
It's scary. I haven't put those things in a while.
Long thing to
For me, your devoted author, nature lover, and friend. This was written 40 years ago. I feel optimistic. We'll play games till the end.
Oh.
It's like a classic.
And to the others who patiently sat through this nostalgic discourse, this gets boring. Let's continue the games tomorrow at Spring Lake Golf Course. Now, every gamesman, from Callison to Tittle, one of the greatest lines ever, has a painting to commemorate a moment, be it big or very little. So, Dave, for you tonight, before the sacred marriage to be, I give you not Leroy Neiman, but a magnificent portrait of thee. And I hope you still have
Yes,
it.
we have it. It's in the basement. We have it.
What the hell
We
is
do.
that?
It's a
look?
caricature
Yeah, I'm
with the
sure it's-
cheesy
I'm sure it
ball.
is.
I have it. I have it.
Alas, the time has flown by in a blur. And we're not as quick or as strong as we once were.
Oh, and especially
Still hot.
now.
But the
Especially-
fun and the laughter of the great games go on. Although unfortunately ending way before dawn. Today the games are ordinary sports like golf and tennis, baseball and paddle. And to keep playing, we don't have to run, we can just waddle.
Oh my God, it sounds like.
All the days when we were fit and had muscles that glisten. And now we have aches and our aging bodies to whom we must listen.
You wrote that 40 years ago.
No.
Yo, this is true. I was going to say, oh my God.
But Dave, at 60, we can't let age spoil the dance. Let's take up yoga and pray there's a chance we can show off again in our new yoga pants.
All right, those from Lululemon. Dad, they are giving to me.
Hey, take a look at it.
Dad,
Dave.
those
You
are
might wanna put 'em on.
expensive.
Take them on. Put them on.
Those
We
are
want them on.
expensive. No, I'd like to. We'll do it later.
Yeah, go,
Take them out.
Put them on. You have to take them off.
I'll put
You
them on.
have to
You have to
take them
Oh,
off.
the crotch has been cut out.
Let's stop
Size
that.
large.
Yeah.
Perfect, Dad. Come on.
I don't know if those are gonna fit. Know what I mean?
Put them Ew, Dad. Here, Dad.
Oh, they're all right.
Nobody else heard.
I heard they really accentuate the glutes.
Horrible mental picture.
Actually, you can fly fish with those on.
Those could be under your waders.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Again?
Dang, God, I'm fucking up.
I'll just hold